Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is Torn Down the Middle, Chapter 3, and this one is titled For Grandma's Sake. So, what now? You asked numbly as your arms fell to your side. Well, we go and see her, of course, your dad said, nodding emphatically and caressing your mum's head against his chest. The car ride there was painfully quiet. You had already been worn out by the day's happenings, and now this. You stared out the window, defeated. How was school, Pee-wee? Your dad asked, glancing up at you in the rearview mirror. Pee-wee was the nickname that he had given you based off your quirk. It had started as Paperweight and then got shortened to PW, then softened to Pee-wee. Okay, I guess, you said with a shrug, still looking out the window. I made 2 friends. 2? He yelped. What have I told you about overachieving? You cracked a small smile, still watching the scenery go by outside. Thanks, Dad. Oh, and I'm sitting in front of the most annoying guy ever. I don't even know his first name, but he's the physical manifestation of anger management issues. You groaned. I can't stand him. Your dad snorted through his nose. Sounds delightful, he replied sarcastically. Before long, you were at Grandma's house, and the heavy atmosphere surrounding her place thickened. You all entered the house and walked down to her room, with your mum sobbing quietly. You felt terrible watching your mum go through this. Sure, you were sad too, but your mum was really upset. After your mum said a short greeting to you, Grandma, you stepped forwards. Hey, Grandma, you said softly with a quivering smile as you approached the bedside, doing your best to hold back the tears. Yin, honey, she croaked. Look how you've grown. Spanks, you replied goofily, immediately regretting your words when your mum cleared her throat sharply. Oh, oops, thank you, you said again, shooting your mum an apologetic look. You all sat down on various chairs in Grandma's room and chatted about what the future held for her. She was going to be moved to the hospital for the initial treatments, but then she had the option of coming back home again. No, Mum, I want you to come and live with us so I can look after you, your mum said to Grandma. Really, sweetheart, she said, tears welling up in her eyes. Yes, of course, your mum replied emphatically. Tentative arrangements were made, and then Grandma turned to you. Yin, sweet. How old are you again? I'm in high school now, Grandma, you replied. Oh, she sighed happily. I had a boyfriend in high school, at your age. Do you have a boyfriend? You let out a belly laugh, then realised that she had asked a serious question. Oh, you're legit. Serious. No, I don't have a boyfriend, you said in the most serious tone you could muster. She sighed. Oh, I think you need a beautiful boy to enjoy your youth with. You snorted and then covered your nose quickly when your mum glared at you. My best friend has a grandson who is just the most handsome young man I've ever seen, your Grandma said with a sparkle in her eye. I would be so happy if you met him, she added, almost pleadingly. You were about to say no, but the dagger that your mum had in her eye when she looked at you told you that you'd better agree to meet this guy or else. Fine, you sighed. I'll meet him. What's his name? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know, your Grandma said. Oh, but I'm sure you two will hit it off straight away. I could die happy knowing you two had gotten together. You smiled. Yeah, we'll see, Grandma, we'll see. Mum, I said no, you wailed. I'm not going to pretend to date a guy to make Grandma happy. Yin, she pleaded. Listen, it would only be for 6 months. This is for her. And what if he's actually super cute and you guys end up dating for real? You sighed and rolled your eyes as you crossed your arms across your chest, thinking about what she'd said. We'd only have to pretend in front of Grandma. We could carry out our normal lives outside of this, you thought. Yeah, but what if he doesn't agree to it? You then asked your mum. Don't you worry about that side of things, okay? You leave that with me, your mum said excitedly, sensing that you were starting to sway. You stared at her pleading face and then sighed dramatically. Okay, you whined. This is for Grandma, though. Your mum shrieked for joy and grabbed you into a bear hug. Thank you, she cried. Mum, calm down, it's not that big a deal, you laughed. No, it is, sweetheart. My mum has 6 months left of her life to live. 6 months! If this will make her happy, then I will do anything to make those last 6 months of her life as wonderful as possible. You smiled sympathetically. You're a really great daughter to your mum. You know that? Your mum smiled and teared up. But you're an ass to your own kid, he then added with a dead straight face. I mean, like, who makes their child fake date a guy? Your mum smirked. You might just fall in love and then we'll see who an ass is to their own kid. You snorted. Bring it on. Yin, your mum called to you up the stairs. I just spoke with Grandma's best friend and she's in with helping you get a fake boyfriend. She's going to talk to her daughter, his mum, and arrange it. Wonderful, you called back sarcastically. It would have been much easier if you just bought me a body pillow with an anime boy on it. Your mum heard your response and shook her head with a smile. Honestly, this girl. I'm late, you chanted as you barreled down the stairs the next morning. Yin, after school today we're meeting your boy. What the hell is up with your hair? Your mum yelped. What? You asked as you hurriedly made some toast, looking up at her with an oblivious look on your face. Child, it's sticking up everywhere. You look like a half-sucked mango seed. Nah, that's just the style I'm going for today, you said with a shrug. Oh, Lord Jesus, give me strength, your mum mumbled under her breath. And there you have the end of chapter 3. Stay tuned tomorrow for chapter 4. See you there.